Hello, everyone. This is Meredith with a Y, and I am your host, Meredith Willits. Today, we are going to go deep, changing lives, and I am giving you the keys to the castle. So today, I'm going to be talking about the fact that your spirit self, your soul self, does not care that you're alive. Your soul self is perfectly happy with whatever it is that you decide. And this was shown to me. I don't remember if it was during an appointment or what it was, but and this concept has been coming to me kind of slowly. Sometimes very difficult concepts take a while to get here. And so it first started showing me this when it came to miscarriage, stillborns, and abortions, that our soul self is perfectly willing and capable of coming in to a physical body and then leaving. Babies do this during all 9 months of gestation. They get bored, so they come in and out of the baby fetus and go back to source and then come back. If they don't come back fast enough, you'll see this as being a stillborn or a miscarriage. They also do this during the first 1, sometimes 2 years of life. They will leave the body. We do this in the middle of the night too. I mean, this isn't something that is only for babies or unborn children. We as adults also leave the physical body as well. In the middle of the night, astral travel, disassociating. That's what disassociation is many times, is that our spirit self leaves the body and will travel because of stress. And that's what's also going on many times when the baby, when a spirit is in a physical body, their mother, and there's too much stress. This is not a judgment of the mother. I made a video that a lot of times is that an unborn child will leave the body because of the fact that they are the mother, this human body that they're living in as their mother is too much stress. And everyone's like, oh my God, that's so sexist. And I'm just like, no, it's called being a human. Settle down as a human. Try being a mom that's pregnant, no less. You don't sleep, you can't breathe. It's not a judgment against women. So I have this live streaming on TikTok, and people are asking me why I'm in my closet. And if anyone listens to my podcast, it's because the sound is amazing. So a lot of people actually record their podcasts in their closet because of the clothes create really great sound for your recording. So yeah, I'm sitting in my closet recording a live TikTok while I'm doing this, so people can watch me record my podcast. But yeah, so let's go back to it. Our spirit self has no problem. And this is actually, I mean, stay with me on this because I'm going to actually hit quite a few topics today on this podcast. But our spirit self has no problem jumping in to change the direction of our parents' life, knowing full well that we will either be miscarried or aborted. The difference between a miscarriage and abortion and a stillborn and a living child that has issues, be them physical, mental, emotional, or whatever. Each one of those spiritual experiences has value. And if you believe for 1 minute that the human perception of a living soul, a living person, is more valuable than a soul that passes away by way of abortion, stillborn, illness, you're nuts. Creation is perfect. There are no accidents. If you believe that an abortion or a stillborn or an ill child, etc., is an accident, you're missing something. You're missing the boat. There are no accidents, people. An abortion and a child that knows beyond a shadow of a doubt that it is going to be aborted, and believe me, when it comes into its parents' lives, it knows it's going to be aborted, even if as the mom and father, they do not know yet. They know that they're going to be aborted to change the direction of the parent's life forever. Nothing is an accident. And that aborted soul is a precious, loved, purposeful, intelligent soul. It is not a baby. It is a, infinite soul, more knowledgeable than any of us humans down here that have the density of the 3D body. They have the wisdom of God. They know they're going to be aborted. We don't have the market cornered on abortion. We'd like to think that we do, but we do not. That infinite soul that comes in does not care. It is coming in here for a greater purpose, and that is to be aborted, to die of stillbirth, to come into a body that is handy capable. And so please stop thinking that you have the market cornered on what souls are supposed to do and that they are supposed to exist. That is a fallacy. That is egoic at best. And you are wrong. That soul's purpose came in to leave. That soul's purpose came in to be aborted, to not make it to live. And there are many other countless things that happen for those of you who are watching me, either on TikTok or if I end up putting this on YouTube or listening to me on the podcast. I am a past life regressionist. And that is where I get much of my information is from past life regressions, both either ones that I've done myself or on others, or I also am a psychic medium. So it could be from a mediumship appointment. But if you're listening to me on the podcast, Meredith with a Y, you might not know this. Everything, and I just covered this last week on the podcast. Everything that is happening to you is for a purpose. You have planned all of it. Every bit of depression, every bit of anxiety is here to change the direction of your life. Every challenge, every struggle has been brought here by you to change your life, to bring you to a greater understanding. Nothing is lost. Nothing's an accident. Nothing is without your approval. Nothing is without the goal of your soul in mind. All of it is here to bring you to a greater understanding of love. And if that means dying of cancer at age 7 from, leukemia, you were okay with that. You said, hey, this is what I need in this lifetime. This is what my parents need. This is what my neighbors need. This is what my siblings need. And so guess what? I'm coming in and I'm getting out. Age 7, leukemia, I'm out. And I'm going to change the world around me while I'm doing it. How damn cool is that? How cool is it that at 7 years old, by me dying of cancer, I mean, think how beautiful that is, guys. I'm going to change the world. I'm going to change the world at 7 years old with my bald head and my sparkly eyes. Shit. Wouldn't you like to change the world just even a quarter of that much? And let me tell you what, that is an infinite, intelligent, wise soul who has chosen to exit stage left at age 7. A short life is not a life that is less than. Think of how many short lives. Anne Frank, are you kidding me? Could you imagine in your lifetime having as much impact on the world as someone like Anne Frank? Are you kidding me? How amazing to change the world with a diary. To me, that's God right there, guys. That's God right there. Changing the life of millions and millions of people through a diary written by a girl in an attic. It doesn't get any better than that. And her soul knew what she had signed up for. She knew that she was coming in to change the direction of our entire planet. No one finds God on the beaches of Turks and Caicos. I'll say it over and over and over again. If you haven't listened to last week's podcast, by the time you hear this one, go back and listen to it. Probably the most important podcast I will ever record. I don't know what I do. Oh, my phone's over there. So this is, I don't even know what day it is. Let's see here. Today is the 20th of March. So it will probably be the beginning of April's podcast, the first Tuesday of April. Make sure and listen to that podcast. It's excellent. A lot of what I see and what I know by way of what I do with the past life regression, with mediumship, with psychic, with understanding the way this world works, you do know that there are people out there that get all of this. And it's much simpler than we make it. If you are listening to this, you are an extension of God's source and creation. You created. Go back and listen to my podcast the first week of April when it comes out, if it's already been out when you're listening to this. You've done all of this. You created all of this insanity. So do you think for 1 minute that coming to Earth for 1 minute, 1 day, 1 week, 10 years, dying of cancer, dying in war, you're here for it? You're like, hey, this is what we're going to do. We're going to go to Earth and have war. And everybody's going to come together. The whole world is going to come together because they need to. They need to come together. All right. And so what we're going to do is we're going to have this whole thing in Ukraine, but you're going to die. You're going to die in a bombing. You don't want to die in a bomb. Oh, no, but I do. Because it's going to bring the rest of the world together and I'll just come back anyways. Nothing will be lost. I exist. I exist. And because I exist, I have always existed and I always will exist. You cannot destroy me. I don't need a pastor or a preacher or a politician to intervene. I saw something so beautiful. I saw something so beautiful in my mind's eye when I was recording the last podcast. And what they were showing me, and by they, if you haven't listened to my podcast or watched me on social media, they is always going to be the collective, this higher self, the people I'm tapping in. They showed me that creation and you are so perfect. You are so perfect and so loved that to create the greatest miracle on earth, which is creation, you need nothing but each other. You don't need politics. You don't need a pastor. You don't need a book. And you can create a whole human. The least amongst of us can create an entire human being. And somehow we think we need anyone else. We don't need anything. We're all here for a beautiful purpose, even if it's for 5 minutes, even if it's to be aborted, even if it's to be blown up by a bomb. I don't even watch anything on the news. People, aren't you afraid of nuclear war? No. But aren't you afraid of being blown up by a bomb? And it's not because I'm in the United States. Shit, that thing can come over at any time. Sorry, my dog's going to bark. You are all part of the divine perfection that is. All of it is pre-planned. All of it is beautiful and amazing. Every irritation that's going to happen to you today, including my dog barking right now, is teaching me to grow and expand. I came up here this morning to record some podcasts. You know why? Because I was sitting on the couch thinking about all of you. Because this is what I do all day long, is think about what can I bring to the people? What can I bring? What truth can I bring to them so that they get out of the matrix of the insanity of listening to people tell them that they need them? You don't need me. You don't need any of this. You don't need the books. For shit's sake, you can create a human in 1 nanosecond in your bedroom today and create the greatest expression of humanity, which is another human. Just by existing today, you are worthy of love. You are an expression of love if you get out of your own damn way. You woke up fucking perfect. You woke up exceptional. And you don't need anyone to get in the way of that. Damn, it's so good. I get so excited about the idea of never having to go to church ever again and have someone say, "Where were you last Sunday?" I mean, holy shit. Anything, I said it last week, anything that makes you angry is not of God. If it's politics, if it's religion, if it's the news, if it's social media, if it's Facebook, if it's all this stuff, anything that makes you angry is not of God. I don't care if it's in the name of love. It is not of God. And when I say God, I mean you. Damn, it's good, people. I mean, all of this you created. How amazing are you? Everything that happens to you today, is for your awareness and awakening, is for your perfection, is for the beauty of your expansion. If you see something out there today that you don't understand, that frustrates you, that makes you upset, send it love and look away. Don't get involved. Don't get involved in it. Don't feed it. Don't put gasoline on it. Look away from it. You can only fight. Someone can only fight with you if you're willing to fight back. There's actually a disorder, operant defiance disorder. And I believe it lives in most humans, to be honest with you. It just expresses itself greater in certain humans. And it's like in ODD, if something pushes against them, this human, they push back. It's just this constant push. It's this constant push. And I believe it lives in all of us. That's not the way to live. That's not the way to live, people. If you see something that pushes against you, be the Buddha, be the Christ. See the beauty in what is in front of you and just send it love and healing. People always ask me, and I love this in appointment, because humans, we like to do physical stuff, right? We like to get in it. We like to be a part of things. We like to fix everything. And so when we have a situation that we cannot control, we freak out. But what do I do? My son's a drug addict. I can't help him. What do I do? My sister-in-law, is pregnant or has a sick baby or whatever the hell. Whatever it is that you have no control over. My mother-in-law watches the news all day and is obsessed with politics. Whatever it is, right? Whatever the thing is. You have no control over it. I tell people to make almost like an altar. Put their name someplace. Maybe a photograph, a crystal, a little glass heart, a flower. And every time you walk by it, send it positive intentions. Send it love. Oh, there's my drug addict son. Over there's his photograph with the heart and the candle that I set up. I'm sending him so much love. High five, son. You got this. I love you so much. I'm sending you so much positive energy. I know that your path is perfect. I know that I have no idea why you needed this in your life, but I see you. I respect your path. I understand that you needed to go through this. I am not going to try to change you. I am not going to defy your path and your journey. I'm going to honor it. I'm going to respect it. And I'm going to send you healing love to work your way through it and come out the other side if that's what's supposed to happen. Holy shit. And now I have my fingers in it, right? I have my positive intentions. I have something that I can look at every day and focus my intention and focus my energy and focus my love. Holy shit, people. I don't know why the hell this person's a drug addict and that person is sick in the hospital, but I sure as shit know that feeling sorry for somebody, being frustrated with them, being angry with them, thinking how bad their life isn't going to do them or me any good. You want to do something positive for Ukraine? Write the word Ukraine in your house, put some candles in front of it, and send it the most positive healing energy in the world for Russia, for Ukraine, for Europe, for all the people that are suffering in the world. Stop feeling sorry for them. It does them no good. It's low vibration. Holy shit. Everyone that around you is suffering. Send them positive energy. Send them love. That's all they need. They don't need you to fix them. They signed up for this shit. I don't know how or why, but it's the same reason you signed up for your shit. Your path is worthy. Your path is good. Their path is worthy and good too. It just doesn't look like yours. Doesn't mean it's any less worthy. They signed up for this. They said, hey, we're coming in. We're going to war. We're going out. We'll come back again. Don't feel sorry for us. Don't make that lower your vibration. Don't make that hate your neighbor. Don't make that negative. Holy shit. If you're getting in it and becoming negative and hating people, are you part of the problem or part of the solution? You're part of the problem. Hint, you're part of the problem. Stop being part of the problem. Stop looking at everyone's path around you and saying that it's not worthy. I've seen it time and time again. I tell people all the time, do not rely on your spouse so much. Do not rely on your spouse so much that they have to die so that you start living your life. Do not rely on your children for your happiness so much that they need to exit stage left for you to go on and live your life. Don't do it. Because they'll leave. You know how I know? Because I've seen it happen. Because I'm a medium, dead people have come to me and say, my wife would not live her life as long as I was there. The only way that she would be able to accomplish that which she needed to accomplish in this lifetime was for me to die. And so I died. Why did I die? Because I don't give a shit about being alive because I'm an infinite soul and I'll just come back again. But she needed to accomplish this. And because I love her so much, I died so that she could go actually get a driver's license and live her life and paint the bedroom pink finally. Because souls don't give a shit if they die. All these people, I watched this thing the other day. I don't remember if it was on TikTok or what. And it was all these people marching and walking in line. And they were, I don't know what the hell they were doing. It was something to do with feeling sad for abortions or an abortion clinic. They were marching. It was something. And they were so pious. They were so in their ego. They were so pious. They were such good Christians, feeling sorry for the women and, these babies. You know what? I would like everyone out there that is marching or preaching or standing up outside of an abortion clinic right now. I want you to go immediately to an orphanage and adopt a child. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Go give money or your time to children who are without parents. No more abortion clinic protesting. I know it makes you feel good about yourselves. This shit that is going on around the country, I mean, if you're worried about Russia, it's coming. It's coming to America. You ever see the movie It's Coming to America? It's coming to America. Stop trying to control everything. Stop trying to control the people around you. Worry about yourself. What was that? It was like that one kid. I don't know if it was a TikTok or it was something. Worry about yourself. Worry about your damn self. And isn't it the people who have the most shit going on in their life? We see it time and time again with politicians who are politicianing against gay people who we find 6 weeks later in a hotel room with a 12-year-old boy. What? Worry about yourself. Fix your demons. Fix your problems. Fix your addictions. Fix your porn addiction. Come out of the closet. No one cares. It's not 1950. Worry about yourself. I'm on fire today, people. I mean, is it Sunday? What's happening? I've thought about opening up a church. I shit you not, but I can't call it a church because my hair will all fall out. I drive around. I see these churches for sale all the time. I'm like, but look how many more people I'm able to connect with. Someone's asking me on the live, what's coming to America? Control. That's what all these laws are. All these things trying to get rid of abortion and control women. It's coming to America. You guys are paying attention to Russia and what they're doing and what China's doing and all this stuff over there. Oh, they control their people in North Korea. It's coming here, guys. Anytime that you create laws against your own people, even if you think you're doing it for the right reasons, it's not. Worry about yourself. Worry about yourself. This is the thing, people. We have created all of this. I said it in my last podcast. Look at the weather. Look at the weather 2-3 years ago. One after another, hurricane after hurricane, after flooding, after hurricane. I mean, it was every other minute. We're drowning. Where are they? Where'd they go? Where'd all that weather go? We are the storm. You are the storm. I am the storm. The storm is a reflection of us. Can't get away from it. We created all of this. We come in and out of these lifetimes to expand, to learn, to understand, to grow. Are you growing or are you going backwards? Are you loving or are you hating? Love, judgment. Love, ego. Love, fear. In every given moment, in every given situation, that is how you can break it down. Love or something else. Those are your two choices. When you hear someone talking, love or something else. What are you going to lean into today? Judgment? Anger? Ego? Acceptance? Faith? I'm a huge proponent of active physical faith. Active physical faith. What does it look like? Active physical faith looks like knowing that exactly where I am is exactly where I'm supposed to be. Period. Where we are in our planet right this moment is exactly where we are supposed to be. Everything that is happening to you, everything that you are doing is exactly what you need for the exact right reason. Nothing is out of order. This is not happening to you. You have designed every bit of this because you are a creator of amazing things. I think that if we just worked on loving each other and building each other up instead of judging each other and saying, where were you at last Sunday? The world would be a much better place. And to be honest with you, I know this is going to come as maybe a disturbing sadness. I don't know if we will ever see a world without all of this, because this is why we're here. We are here to expand and understand and move forward without judgment. Do you think that you haven't been the bad guy? You've been the bad guy. You've been Putin. You are Putin. You are Trump. You are the abortion doctor. You are the aborted baby. I hate to break this shit to you, but you guys are all one. I know you might like to think that you're not, but that is your ego. That is your ego. But I'm not the bad guy. I'm not like them. You have been. You have been the bad guy. And hey, guess what? Everything is everything is everything, and there's no such thing as linear time. So you're the bad guy right now. P.S. So send it love. All that judgment and hatred and frustration. Even I'm watching right now on TikTok Live, people are arguing about what news to watch. Oh, you're not watching the right news. You're watching the wrong news. You're pushing against. Stop. If they want to know the truth, they will find it. Send them love. Love, judgment. Love, ego. Love, fear. You want to run away from love as fast as you possibly can? Judge someone. Judge someone. If you're listening to this right now on YouTube or whatever, I have a podcast, Meredith with a Y. If you're listening to this on the podcast, thanks so much for listening. If you're watching me right now on TikTok, yes, I have a podcast, Meredith with a Y. Just go ask Alexa, play Meredith with a Y, and I will be in your house. Start with episode 1. The first season's the best. The first season's the best. I love it. I did an entire series on abuse, and there's a lot of TikTokers actually on that series. I'm very proud of that season. You're a part of all this, guys. You are all this. You are all of this. You are the war. You are the storm. You are love. You are the baby that didn't make it. You create your pain and your illness for whatever reason you create it. I don't know the reason. I know the reason I created my illness was to grow a better understanding of needing help, to ask for nurturing, to know that I needed it, to know that I didn't have to be Superman or Superwoman to receive love. I didn't need to do all the things all the time, every day. Perfect, perfect, perfect to be able to receive love. I could have cancer. I could lay in bed. I could be unable to do anything. I could take all the help and still be loved. People. And this morning, today, right now, while you're thinking of all the shit that you've done in your past, all the shit that you did yesterday that was wrong, your bank account, your job, your ability, your intelligence level, what a kind of parent or sister or mother or brother or son or friend that you are, where you're falling short, you're still worthy of love. And so are they. We all fall short. That's what it's talking about, people. We all fall short. Holy shit. And we're still worthy of love. Holy shit. That's what they're talking about, guys. Not only are you worthy of love, because that's probably easy for you to see sometimes, right? You're like, well, I tried. I'm doing my best. So are they. Their best just doesn't look like your best. I mean, holy shit, people. It's so good. That's why I try not to get into it on any social media, because I know where people meet you is their best many times. Where your mother met you, where your father met you, where the people out in the world meet you is their best, which is why whenever I'm out in the world, I try to leave it a little bit better than I found it. All this was brewing inside of me this morning while I was drinking my coffee. God's like, get your ass up there and start recording. Go change somebody's life for the better, Meredith. There's someone out there struggling. Go change the world. Make the barista laugh. Smile at the worker at Target. Say hello to the person walking across by you on the street. Do it. Be a part of the solution. Be a part of the solution. Do you know that you have 24 hours right now? You are gifted with 24 hours right now to change the world. What the hell? That's insane. Do you know that every single person that you help will change the lives of thousands and thousands of people starting right this minute? That's crazy. You have 24 hours to change the world, guys. 24 hours starting right now to change the world. Are you going to take it? Or are you going to do nothing with it? You have all the power in the world. One smile changes millions of people's lives. You are all connected. As you raise your vibration, even listening to this, even listening to happy music, go listen to one of my favorite songs, I Will Wait by Mumford and Sons. Everybody do it when you get off of this, when you're done listening. Go listen to I Will Wait by Mumford and Sons with your hands raised in the air, jumping around your kitchen, walking down the street, and then go change lives. You have the power. You are an extension of source. You have all the power in the world to change millions of lives just by smiling, asking someone how they're doing, sending a text. Think how much power is at your fingertips right this minute. When you change, when you lean into love and faith instead of away from fear and ego, you change the universe. You are that important. You are that important. There's only one of you. You are magnificent. You are exactly what the world needs. Every single struggle that you have ever been through, every bit of pain, every illness, every sniffle, every scrape, every rotten relationship, every difficult thing that you went through as a teenager, all those broken parts of you make you sparkle more. You're so sparkly. Sparkle, sparkle. So sparkle. You're all here to change me. You are all here to change my life by just listening, by just existing. How lucky am I to have any of you? Can you believe that by just listening to me, you've changed my life because I know someone cares? Going to Target, going to the store, saying hello to the cashier or the mailman, you're changing their life too. You don't know it. You are. I'm just some crazy person sitting in her closet because the noise sounds good in here. The sound is good in a closet. Objects going in one direction like to continue going in that direction unless an opposite catalyst force is put on it. A ball going down a hill will continue going down a hill unless a stone gets in the way, unless someone flicks that marble going down the hill. I want to be the marble. I want you to be the marble, and I want to be the flick. I want to flick you in a different direction. If you're going down the path and you're being negative and you're watching the news and you're fighting over politics and you're fighting over religion and you're fighting about abortion and you're fighting about Ukraine and Russia, I want to flick you. I'm going to flick you. I want you to go in a different direction. I want you to get out of ego and fear and recognize that you are an infinite being and that none of this matters, but all of this matters, but none of this matters, and all of this matters, but none of this matters. You worry about yourself. I'm going to flick you. I'm going to go, hey, are you judging? How does that make you feel when you judge? All that hatred lives in you. All that judgment lives in you. I was watching something the other day and they were talking about righteous judgment. No. Not today, people. Not today, people. Do not hate and judge in the name of love and call it love. That shit lives in you. And I want more for you. I want more for your kids. I want more for your neighbors and your family. I want you in every minute of every day of everything that you're doing to say to yourself, is this ego or is this love? Is this fear or is this love? Is this faith or am I trying to control everything? Control is an illusion. Judgment is ego. Righteous judgment is insanity. That's a t-shirt right there. That's a lie. Righteous judgment is ego wrapped up on a bow called religion. And it's still hatred. So good. It's so good. We make it so difficult. We have two choices: love or the lack of love. That makes it simple for you. I'm not really sure what's going on right now I'm on TikTok and I got to over 500,000 followers in probably about 5 months. I think it was maybe 4 months. And I don't know if they're quieting the spiritual community on there, but yesterday I had posted a video. It was a repost because it's a great video and the message is still the same. And it went to like, I don't know, tens of thousands of views in a matter of moments. And then it just stopped. And I'm watching this happen. And so I'm not sure what's going on with the quote powers that be. But it seems as if they're trying to elevate the noise and quiet the truth. And so as people who do want the truth, and this is not a Meredith thing, this is an awakening thing. We're going to need to not be louder as far as preach or judgment, but as far as if you see something that resonates with you, share it. If you have a book that you have read that made sense to you, lend it out. If someone brings you something that they have problems with, don't judge, be the light. Share the things that you enjoy, that you love, that feel in line with your reality and truth. We've already won. We've already won, whether we realize it or not. All of humanity is already decided. How crazy is that? We just got to get there, so to speak. You're all part of this. You're all beautiful, amazing parts of this. And I am so blessed to be able to do this with you guys. It's so fun for me. It's literally why I wake up every day. We've already won. And you know how I know we've already won? Because we're still here. Because time is not linear. And if you are listening to this, it's because we already exist in the future. Thank you guys so much for listening every week. I am Meredith, your host of Meredith with a Y. If you are not following me on TikTok, please do so over at Meredith with a Y on TikTok or at Meredith Willits on Instagram. I'm over there as well. It's a little bit more of a personal view into my life. I share more family stuff behind the scenes on at Meredith Willits on Instagram. Thank you guys so much for being here today and sharing this time with me. Also, I do a live show on Fireside every Monday on the Fireside app, 7 Central, 8 Eastern with my daughter, Skylar. And you can also find me on Tuesdays on the Fireside app with Monica Morton. We are there every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern. If you're not following along on Fireside, please join me over there. We have great discussions. Some of them become podcasts, but not all of them. So check me out on Fireside. The link is in my bio. Anywhere that you're listening to this, I don't care if it's Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, whatever. Go check out my bio, go click on the link tree, and you will be able to find me where I'm at all around. So check me out there, and I will see you guys here next week. Thank you so much. Thanks for listening. If you would like to connect on a more personal level, head over to meredithwillits.com or on Instagram at Meredith with a Y for behind-the-scene footage and outtakes. Please subscribe and come back each week for more Meredith with a Y. Thanks again for listening. Cheers.